Chancellor, Vandana Ma'am, our respected parents and teachers, and my dear friends. It is with immense pleasure that we welcome you to the first official offline life skills event.
How do we define digital citizenship? What is it? Is it the way of thinking online, being online? Is it thinking critically and not trusting everything that you see?
Technology. Technology is in our classrooms, our homes, everywhere. Let's face it, it's a part of our real world.
We are happy to inform that we formed our own group called the Responsible Digital Citizenship Drive.
Our logo has been created by Krish Gada and Vandana Ma'am. So let's start our program with a poem on technology written by Shivatrika Prasad.
A rainbow took my breath away while on a train one summer's day. Seeing the vibrant arc, I was in awe, though folks beside me never saw. With heads bowed low, they missed the whole show. The screens, their windows, don't you know? Nature's flawless gems score well below the latest trends.
Automation of the nation, complex sophistication, dreamless in electric coma, breathe in domination's aroma. The masses pass by us, sucked into screens, absorbed in a culture of cyber world dreams. The real world is fading. The real world is fading, just drifting away, while we are left debating society's decay.
We live in a generation consumed by devices, a time when reality no longer entices. It's at the point where we have closed ourselves off, where talking is a taboo and eye contact is scoffed. Our minds to submit to illumined displays until we have been drained of our human ways. We have been drained of our human ways. Tap, tap, tap on a little device. Do you wish to hear my insightful advice? Look up, not down. Take a walk into town. Throw your phone away. You won't need it today. Now, they can't talk to a face. Only if it's on a screen.
A world connected as it divides. It is the age of machines. It is the age of machines.
Even after so many years of technology knowledge, there is no clear answer in front of the users about the six core elements of digital citizenship. So let us move on to asking some insightful questions about the six core elements of responsible digital citizenship.
Media balance and well being. Media balance means using media in a way that feels healthy and in balance with other life activities. One of the most commonly asked questions is, how do we find a happy balance between online and offline activities? Well, first, stop double screening. That means try not to use a computer and a smartphone at the same time. Second, create tech free rules. Third, try meditative techniques. Fourth, be picky with notifications. Fifth, take a vacation.
Privacy and security. We must maintain strong passwords for all accounts on a computer. Then your password will be strong, your computer will be protected from hackers and malicious software. Avoid entering passwords when connected to unsecured Wi Fi connections, like at the airport or coffee shop. Hackers can intercept your passwords and data over time. Change your password regularly. Always select Never when an internet browser asks your permission to remember your passwords. Remember, while on the internet, do not share sensitive information such as your address, phone number, birth date, school names, etc. Relationships in communication. There are risks when you chat with someone you've met online for the first time. So please do not give out any personal information. Do not talk to strangers. Never meet with an online friend in person. Do not respond to strange requests. Do not accept online messages from strangers. Never share your passwords. Always set boundaries.
Footprint and identity. Digital footprint is our online identity and individuality, and it is what makes us unique. It builds the online reputation or impression depending on the things you do online. A digital identity is a set of validated digital attributes and credentials for the digital world, similar to a person's identity for the real world. How can this information that you post online affect your future job opportunities? Did you know that many organizations can choose the candidates after they Google their names to determine if they are a good fit for their organization? So that means our online activities impact our digital footprint. So please do not post inappropriate content on social media sites that can be easily accessed with the web search. Thus, our profile on social media can have a major impact on our job opportunities. So please think before posting anything. Make sure to respect the essential attributes of each platform. Be yourself. Create a digital footprint that showcases your purpose.
Relationships and communication. You know, the question that comes to my mind right now is, how can I chat safely with the people I meet online? Well, actually, there are risks when you get together in person with someone you've met online for the first time. So please do not give out personal information. Do not talk to strangers. Never meet with an online friend in person. Do not respond to strange requests. Do not accept online messages from strangers. Never share your passwords. Always set boundaries.
Cyberbullying and hate speech. Cyberbullying is bullying with the use of digital technologies. It can take place on social media, messaging, and gaming platforms. It is a repeated behavior aimed at scaring, angering, or shaming those who are targeted. Here are some steps to follow cyberbullying. Do not respond or retaliate. Save the evidence. Tell the person to stop, reach out for help, and protect your accounts. News, media, and literacy. Media literacy is the ability to identify different types of media and understand the messages they're sending. The digital age has made it very easy for anyone to create media. You don't always know who's created something, why they made it, and whether it's credible. Thus, media literacy is an essential skill in the digital age. 1. There will always be misinformation. News outlets might get things wrong, mistakes happen, especially in high pressure situations like a breaking news story. Number 2, check the sources. Misinformation often tries to hijack our rational minds with emotional appeals. 3, be aware of your biases. 4, search for more information. Search for its name, then who is on its web domain. What do you find? Does it have social media responsibility? Do its posts and tweets appear reliable? Search the byline. Is it a real person or a made up name? Is what's being reported old or outdated information? News, media, and literacy. Media literacy is the ability to identify different types of media and understand the messages they're sending. The digital age has made it easy for anyone to create media. We don't always know who's created something, why they made it, or whether or not it's credible. But this makes Media literacy very tricky to learn and teach. Nonetheless, media literacy is a very essential skill to have in the digital age. Most common questions asked is how to respond to breaking news. While there will be misinformation, news outlets might get things wrong. Mistakes happen, especially in high pressure situations like a breaking news story. Second of all, check the sources. The next query you might ask is how can one being avoid fooled by these videos and other information online? While misinformation often tries to hijack our rational minds with emotional appeals, be aware of your biases. Search for more information and then search for its name. Then do a who is search on its web domain. What do you find? Does it use social media responsibly? Does the post and tweet appear reliable? Search the byline. Is it a real person? A made up name? Is it being reported as old or outdated information?
Hi guys, I am Aditya Shroff. I am from the 2009 batch of R.N.Podar. It was sometime in 2014 when I was interning in Germany when I took this life-changing decision of moving back to this little farm in this little town to pursue of all things a career in creative writing. And in retrospect, I see how immensely social media has played a part in my life because I used social media to get published, to find prospective readers, to build an audience base. But there was also this phase when I relied too heavily on social media to seek validation for my work, and it sort of blocked out my creativity and messed with my mental peace. So, what works best for me is no more than 29 very mindful minutes of social media every day. You want to be able to harness the power of social media without letting it consume you and without letting it destroy your mental peace and your mental health. I hope that makes sense. If you're interested, you can follow my journey on Instagram at the 5 a.m. guy. See you there.
Hello, everybody. I am Sanjana Shankar Subramanian, a student of class 11M. Digital life is something which has been on the darker as well as the brighter side of my life. I started experiencing the dark side when the lockdown in India started because that's when my addiction to social media and gaming also began. Day and night, I used to sit in the same room with the laptop and the gaming interface, with the mouse, headphones, and my social media having in my mobile. So I started leading a sedentary lifestyle with zero physical and mental activity and devoting all my time into gaming and media uploading. So this concerned my parents a lot. And it's normal because I was in 10th and I had less than a few months to give my board examinations. So I had to change my lifestyle. So my first change in lifestyle was cycling. I started cycling, and that was the most beautiful thing which has ever happened to me because that brought peace. That gave me a sense that okay, I am in my comfort zone. I need not to worry about things. Along with this, I started reading books, and with books, developed my passion for writing. I started writing short stories, and then later on, I started experimenting with various styles of writing. And then I achieved greater feats in the field of writing. My stories started ranking first in the English language genre. I became the youngest author of the week at storyminutes.com, and I officially got the badge of literary captain at the same company. So amidst all of this, I forgot the urge of gaming or using my social media 24 by 7. Of course, I did use some of them for my writing purposes, but it always promoted a healthy lifestyle. And now I passed out 10th and I'm here at Podar addressing you all. And I have such wonderful friends at 11M. So I would like to share one incident. We were in a study server. We were having a study meet, and one of my friends decided that he told us he gave a proposal about a game night. So we were all agreeing to it. It was 11 p.m. and we wanted to play Split Gate. And I thought that, is it worth it? Is it worth enough to sacrifice my 1.5 years of leading a healthy lifestyle to just 1 hour of game night with my friends? So the answer was no, clearly. And I, with no hesitation, I replied, y'all can go ahead. And my friends are such the most sweetest people, so they didn't want me to feel left out. So one of my friends, he presented his screen as he played. So the match was so intense, and he asked me tips of survival, and I used to give him the wrong tips because I lacked practice. And he used to shout at me like, what, are you serious? You made me fail this game. And for once I did not feel bad to say that I'm not good at gaming. It was a big achievement for me. And perfectionist is what my friends call me. But I think that I'm completely imperfect. For me, imperfections make perfection to take place. We have been given 7 human lives for a reason, and that reason is to find our wrongs and to amend it in future. This pandemic has surely increased the urge and has surely increased the use of digital interfaces. But at the same time, it has given us an opportunity to develop a good and healthy lifestyle for us and our family. So use this time wisely and make a good lifestyle for yourselves. At the end, I would just like to conclude that escapism might be good or bad. It depends on the way you cope with it. Because all of this occurred for one reason, and that reason is I wanted to escape.
Hey guys, I'm Arnav. So let's talk about social media today. As we know, we all have been a part of social media, and social media has become part of us. But have you all ever wondered how our lives would be without our Insta IDs and WhatsApp accounts? Here I am amidst the mountains to explore something new, the real peace. What we see on social media is sometimes fake. Social media has created standards for all kinds of things, be it sports, be it fitness, be it looks. And what happens is that we tend to compare ourselves with these standards. And in this process, we lose our true self. So what I've observed around is that many of my friends get too consumed while handling their social media accounts. So here I am in these mountains, and when I interact with the people here, I really find that their life is much peaceful than ours. Isn't that true? So I would recommend each one of you to go for a trek, to go for a walk or a nature trail in any forest or mountain at least once a month, where you don't have your phones constantly with you, and you enjoy the real world. This will be a technical detox for each one of us, and we would learn our responsibilities as responsible netizens.
Namaste. For all of you who don't know me, I'm Piyush Saini, a 16-year-old boy who loves football and creating stuff. Prior to the lockdown, I had started a YouTube channel to document my life and, most importantly, my personality. Now look, 8th standard was socially tough for me. I was an introvert back then. To improve upon it, for some reason, my 13-year-old mind thought a person could go and check out my YouTube channel, and if they found me interesting, they could choose to become friends with me. This changed things drastically for me over the next 2 years. As more and more people got to know about my social media adventures, I came in contact with a lot of them, bounced off ideas, got positive compliments, and negative reviews too. This improved my confidence and communication skills to a whole new level. I believe my personal interest in creating stuff and the positive affirmations from some of my close friends has what kept me doing this to this day. And I have social media to thank a lot for the skills that it has given me. If you're interested to know more about me and my journey, feel free to check me out on Instagram at @PiyushSaini.7 or YouTube Piyush Saini.
Hi everybody, my name is Riya Tantri and I am an ex-student of R.N.Podar. I'm currently studying computer science at the University of Exeter. I'm really so happy to be able to connect with all my juniors this way and with all my teachers as well. And I'm not here to say that social media is a bad thing, because it's not. I had my first social media account only at the age of around 13, 14 years old. Despite my mother's warnings, I did it behind her back. Now, at the age of nearly 20 years old, I do understand what she meant and why she tried to stop me. I too was at that age where I wanted more comments, more likes, more followers, always comparing myself to my friends. And the day I made my account private was the day I found out somebody had hacked into my account, albeit he was not a malicious hacker. It still scared me. And by making my account private, I did make it more secure and to stop the devious yet hilarious comments. When your parents say that they want you to be mature, they don't mean age maturity, they mean mentally and emotionally. They want to understand that you can handle it. Now, I don't have too many bad experiences on social media, but external factors do affect me as well, like comments, abominable comments. Like, there are so many people who are so comfortable to write out negative comments behind the comfort of an anonymous user ID. In a world where there's a mass longing to attain perfection, that everybody has some kind of insecurity, be it small or big, and it takes a lot of time to work on it. I know firsthand because I have been dealing with an insecurity for over 8 years. I deal with body negativity and I wake up every day trying to love myself just a little bit more by being healthy and fit and not by starving myself. So these kind of comments, these kind of negative comments, even if they're not directed towards me, they still affect me. Talking about comments, I remember watching this video by this amazing human being. He has been rescuing captive bred wild animals like lions, cheetahs, and hyenas, and many more. And he tries to give them a habitat similar to the wild, and he tries to let them to be more wild. Obviously, with that comes feeding them, and he feeds them whole giraffes, zebras, or gazelles once every 3 to 5 days. Now, there were comments which he has addressed, and I've read multiple times. Comments like, "Don't feed meat to the animals." I thought they were joking, because isn't this something that we learned in primary school? The difference between carnivores, omnivores, and herbivores. I mean, comments these days don't even make sense. There was another video that I watched as well. This man, he posts videos on TikTok and on YouTube, and his videos have a sarcastic sense of humor. Not fit for everybody, but he made a video and posted it, comparing the comments of the same video put on TikTok and on YouTube. And the comments on TikTok were full of negativity and very disrespectful, not the kind of comments anybody would want. Whereas the comments on YouTube were also positive and so encouraging. And I spend a lot of time on YouTube, so I know I go through a lot of comments, and most of the times they're very encouraging. I don't have TikTok, but I do have friends who do, and they've told me as well, like, there's a lot of negativity. Now I wanted to think about it. I started thinking about it, and I tried discussing this with both friends over here and back in India. Though there's no TikTok in India, they do have a general idea. But everybody had the same standard reply. It is because TikTok caters towards a younger audience, mainly of the ages of 12, 13-year-old kids. Nobody sat back to think further into it. Why is it that everyone thinks that the younger generation have a negative outlook towards everyone around them? Do they really? Now, the things that you post on social media or the things you put out on the internet, they're going to be there forever. Even if you delete it, they're always going to be there. And colleges do look into what you have put out. And forget about even colleges, we are going to be the history that our future generation will be striving to study. They will be watching all of these, posts, these different contents that we put up on the internet to understand us, to understand our behavior. We should do things that make our generation proud of being born at this time. That's all. Thank you so much, and it's been a great pleasure being able to connect with you all this way. It's a shame that I haven't been able to meet you face to face, but thank you so much, and hope you all have an amazing day ahead.
Don't stop growing and be consistent at what you do, is the motto I go by. My name is Chris Jimigada, and today I'll be speaking on the topic Digital Responsibility Citizenship Drive. I am 16 years old and I am the founder of Mehman Gifting Solutions with a Twist, which is an eco-friendly sustainable startup indulging in various fresh gifting ideas such as plants, indoor, outdoor, exquisite, copperware, personalized hampers, exclusive packaging and many more. I started this company 2 years ago to help certain athletes come back to the sport of rifle shooting by collaborating with farmers and potters. But this spark actually started right back in school during the Kerala flood distribution. In this duration of the 2 years, I have been through many challenges. The Devil 19's pandemic being the first one itself, where I had to cope up with different online advertising and branding schemes. The pandemic brought a great setback to the growth of my company, as before all this chaos started, I used to regularly showcase my products at exhibitions. But ever since, the body and soul of this company had to transition to the online world. It encouraged me to join many business groups, which has now brought me where I am today. Quick reach, affordable marketing, cost efficiency, and increase in sales and website traffic was the major boost given to me by social media itself. The main lesson that I've learned over this period is to not catch every fish you see, as it might turn out to be a shark. Relating to this, social media must be used very carefully, as when I was dealing with the promotion of my company, I was at the verge of being scammed by a group of people and would have lost the entire working capital of my company. Social media is a useful tool, but at times it may prove to be a self-sabotaging machine. Moreover, one mustn't be disheartened by the negative comment thrown at you by others. You must keep on moving forward and achieve your goals. Because people do not decide their future, they decide their habits, and their habits will decide their future.
Diana, being bored of sitting in class, started to browse through some random reels. Suddenly, a notification popped up on her phone, stating that her account was logged in from two devices. It was unusual, but not something weird. Her parents often checked her Instagram account just to know about her activity. She called her mother up whether she used her account or not, to which she surprisingly replied no. Diana was terrified now. Someone began posting hate messages to everyone, and it wasn't her. The posts kept going on.
You better have a good reason. I'm really busy right now.
Did you get those messages too?
Stop it now. I think it's a prank by Venku.
No, this more serious. You would never do something like this. No, this more serious.
We could ask him, add him to the call.
Hey guys, any issue out there?
Got those Insta messages?
You mean the hate ones? Yeah, a prank probably. Nowadays it's happening a lot, especially in our age group. Considering the situation ongoing with the world, I am not surprised.
But I don't think so. Let's ask the others.
All right, but this is getting too long.
I'm studying 2G. Gossip later. This is not gossip. It's something serious. Got those Insta messages?
Those messages, no. It is Diana's account.
Seriously, it can't be her. She may be very secretive at times and is quiet, but she'd never do this.
Maybe her sister or someone did it.
She doesn't have a sister.
Someone could have hacked their account.
Seriously, E?
What? It's possible, okay? And it's easy for a professional.
Maybe you hacked it.
Ah, both of y'all, stop pointing fingers now.
Who's calling us now? Let us talk about it tomorrow as we should not be late.
Saw Diana today. She looked so.
Yeah, she looked ill. Yeah, she looked ill.
We all do. These teachers make us work too hard.
But something felt wrong. This is not related to studies.
Who cares? We have work to do. Who cares?
I think it has to do with her account. I think it has to do with.
Can't we just study, guys? Her account?
Yeah, her Insta account and those hate messages.
I forgot. There are 2,200 cyber attacks per day. It may be that her account was hacked.
It happens to a lot of people nowadays. I mean, it's pretty common. But no one somehow talks about it. She must be very sad and angry.
I was a victim once. My life.
Man, everyone knows your stories. There's something serious.
Maybe we should call her, है ना? I noticed that she hasn't been even attending our meets either.
But why should we? She can ask us for our help if she needs it. We don't even know what happened, and none of us, except Tina, even know her.
Tina called Diana after the meeting ended.
Hey D, are you okay? Hey D.
Yeah, of course.
Has your account been hacked or something? Because I have been receiving these messages.
No! Why would you even think about it? Wait, you got the messages too?
Did you send those messages?
No, I would never.
So tell me what's actually going on.
Don't tell the others, okay?
Good morning, class. Today we are going to talk about cyberbullying and its effects. So, do you guys know what cyberbullying exactly is?
Ma'am, cyberbullying is basically a type of bullying that happens through digital devices on your social media. And its main aim as such is to defame a person, like bring a person down.
I was a victim of a phishing attack once. Not exactly cyberbullied, but it happened so fast and it was so disturbing. Had my father not been there, all our bank account details would have been released. We were so close to being bankrupt. It was a long time ago though.
The lecture ended. During the break the same day, Tina called up Diana to check on her status.
Hey Dee, I was in a meeting with everyone. So sorry I didn't tell you. But everyone came to know something bad had happened. We all received messages from that.
Everyone in class also received those messages. Why didn't you tell me? Now everyone knows.
You mean we also received those messages? Who else got it?
Those messages went to all my relatives and even my teachers, including Rishika ma'am. I had to call up everybody saying that it's not me. I never noticed if my school friends had gotten these messages. Maybe the person deleted those chats?
So that's why ma'am took up this topic in class. I wondered, well, what are you going to do now? 2G and the others do want to know what happened.
There are Guys, listen, I have something to say. Most of you have heard this rumor that my account has been hacked. It's true.
Something like this had happened, but we are so sorry for this.
Did you inform your parents about this?
Yes, I did that. We informed the crime branch as well, but no response yet. You have no idea how tense I've become. I don't know what's going to happen. Because the password for my email, as well as the password for my Instagram, was the same. So they were able to access all my information.
Look, we are here to help you. Like, all of us are ready to help you. We were actually discussing this like a few days ago. Okay? So you can, like, calm down a little. If you need any sort of help, just contact any.
Let us please know if you get any news.
Later in the day, Diana
Yes, I
received
will.
a phone call from the cybercrime police.
Ma'am, I'm Officer Tiwari speaking. This is regarding the complaint you filed on the leakage of your private data from Gmail. I'm sorry to inform you that we cannot trace the origin of the cyber attack because the hacker was using a VPN and heavily encrypted IP. Do you want us to continue the case? As, in my experience, after more than 2 months, such cases go cold.
No, officer. Thank you so much for your help. Hey, guys.
Any good news?
No, they weren't able to track the person responsible at all. Something about a VPN and an encrypted IP address.
Man. VPNs are the worst. See, VPNs are basically virtual private networks. And an IP address is the location of your computer. So each computer has an IP address, and a VPN, what does it do? It masks that location. It makes your activities on the net completely untraceable. So if a hacker uses it, nobody can find out that he is working from or anything like that. VPNs are actually used as a safety measure, but it can be obviously misused also. And it is very difficult to find the location of a computer which is using a VPN, like I said. And in most cases, even the police can't find the culprit. So sorry, D.
Oh my god.
I guess I kind of did expected this.
We understand you, Diana. We will always stand by you.
We don't believe the
We
lies.
believe you, Diana.
We all
You matter,
believe you.
Diana.
This is your world, this is your life. Take the time to look outside.
We have feelings and faces. There is life beyond the screen. You matter, don't believe the lies.
Your voice will make you strong. Speak out, we will hear you. Ooh, has anybody ever told you you are beautiful? Oh, ooh, everybody's gonna see that we're made beautiful. Ooh, has anybody ever told you you are beautiful? Oh, ooh, everybody's gonna see that we're made beautiful. Oh, oh.
Not ashamed, baby, feel no blame. What does it take? Don't be afraid.